Hello gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the important dates in ancient Indian history, medieval Indian history, as well as in modern Indian history. And we are going to cover all these dates from the book Lucent General Knowledge. So I hope you will still watching the video and make sure that you have read, you have discussed, and you have read all these dates carefully to the captions or to the video. Now let's get started it. First of all, we are talking about the important dates of ancient India. From 2500 to 1750 BC, there is era of the Indus Valley civilization. From 563 to 483 BC, that is the Buddha's lifespan. From 540 to 468 BC, there is a Mahavir's lifespan. From 327 to 326, Alexander invasion of India. It opened a land route between India and Europe. In 322 BC, accession of Chandragupta Maurya. In 305 BC, defeat of Seleucus dictator at the hands of Chandragupta Maurya. From 273 to 232 BC, there was Ashoka's reign. In 261 BC, there is a conquest of Kalinga. From 145 to 101 BC, there is region of Illara, that is the Chola king of Sri Lanka. In 58 BC, there was a beginning of Vikram era, or we can say that there was a beginning of Vikram Samvat. Now 78 AD. Now we are moving towards the AD. Now 78 AD is the beginning of Saka era. From 78 to 101 AD, there was Kanishka's region. From 319 to 320 BC, 319 to 320 AD, there was commencement of Gupta era. In 380 AD, accession of Chandragupta II, that is Vikramaditya. In 405 to 411 AD, visit of Chinese traveler Fahim. In 415 AD, accession of Kumargupta I. In 455 AD, accession of Skandagupta. In 606 to 647 AD, there was a Harshvardhana's reign. Now, these are all the important dates in ancient Indian history. Now we are moving towards the medieval Indian history with all the important dates that are very important for each and every government and private exam, where the questions from general knowledge are being asked. Now, in 720 AD, first invasion of Sindh by Arabs, and the first Arab was Muhammad bin Qasim. In 836 AD, accession of King Bhoj of Kannauj. In 985 AD, accession of Raja Raja, the Chola ruler. In 998 AD, accession of Sultan Mahmud Ghazni. In 1001 AD, first invasion of India by Mahmud Ghazni, who defeated Jaipal, and Jaipal was the ruler of Punjab. In 1025 AD, there was a destruction of famous Somnath temple by Mahmud Ghazni. 1191 AD, that was the first battle of Darien. In 1192 AD, there was a second battle of Darien. In 1206 AD, accession of Qutbuddin Aibak to the throne of Delhi. In 1210 AD, death of Qutbuddin Aibak. In 1221 AD, Genghis Khan invaded India. We can say that there was a Mongol invasion in India. In 1236 AD, accession of Razia Sultan to the throne of Delhi. In 1240 AD, death of Razia Sultan. 1296 AD, accession of Alauddin Khilji. In 1316 AD, death of Alauddin Khilji. In 1325 AD, accession of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. In 1327 AD, transfer of capital from Delhi to Devgiri, that was Daulatabad, in Deccan by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. In 1336, foundation of Vijayanagara Empire in the South India. In 1351 AD, accession of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. In 1398 AD, Timur invasion of India. In 1469 AD, birth of Shri Guru Nanak Ji. In 1494 AD, accession of Babur in Farghana. In 1497 to 1498 AD, first voyage of Vasco da Gama to India, that is discovery of sea route to India by the Cape of Good Hope. Now 1526 AD, first battle of Panipat, in which Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi, and foundation of Mughal dynasty by Babur. In 1527 AD, first battle of Khanwa, in which Babur defeated Rana. In 1527 AD, battle of Khanwa, in which Babur defeated Rana Sanga. In 1530 AD, death of Babur and accession of Humayun. In 1539 AD, Sher Shah Suri defeated Humayun in the Battle of Chausa and became India's emperor. In 1555 AD, Humayun recaptured the throne of Delhi. In 1556 AD, Second Battle of Panipat between Akbar and Hemu, in which Akbar defeated Hemu. In 1565, Battle of Talakota or Battle of Talikota, which is also called Raksha Tangdi. In 1576 AD, Battle of Haldighati, in which Maharana Pratap was defeated by Akbar. In 1582 AD, Dinelahi founded by Akbar. In 1600 AD, East India Company was established in India. In 1605 AD, death of Akbar and accession of Jahangir. In 1606 AD, execution of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the fifth Guru of Sikhs. In 1611 AD, Jahangir married Noor Jahan. In 1615 AD, Sir Thomas Roy visited Jahangir. 1627 AD, birth of Shivaji Maharaj and death of Jahangir. In 1622 AD, Shah Jahan became Emperor of India. 1631, death of Mumtaz Mahal. In 1634 AD, the English permitted to trade in India in Bengal. In 1659 AD, accession of Aurangzeb and Shah Jahan imprisoned. In 1665 AD, Shivaji imprisoned by Aurangzeb. In 1666 AD, death of Shah Jahan. 1675 AD, execution of Guru Tej Bahadur, the ninth Guru of Sikhs. In 1680 AD, the death of Shivaji Maharaj. In 1707 AD, death of Aurangzeb. In 1708 AD, death of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the 10th Sikh Guru. In 1739 AD, Nadir Shah invaded India. Now we are moving towards the modern Indian history with all its important dates. From 1757 AD up to 2000 AD, we will cover all the important dates in between these two dates. 1757 AD, Battle of Plassey, British rule in India, or establishment of British political rule in India at the hands of Robert Clive. 1761 AD, Third Battle of Panipat. 1764, Battle of Buxar. 1765, Robert Clive appointed Company's governor in India. In 1767 to 1769 AD, First Anglo-Mysore War took place. 1780 AD, birth of Maharaja Ranjit Singh Ji. 1780 to 1784, Second Anglo-Mysore War took place. 1784, Pitt's India Act. 1790 to 92 AD, Third Anglo-Mysore War. 1793 AD, the permanent settlement of Bengal. 1799 AD, Fourth Anglo-Mysore War and death of Tipu Sultan. 1802 AD, Treaty of Basin. In 1809, Treaty of Amritsar. In 1829 AD, practice of sati prohibited. In 1830 AD, Raja Ram Mohan Roy visited England. In 1833 AD, death of Raja Ram Mohan Roy at Bristol, England. In 1833 AD, death of Raja Ram Mohan Roy at Bristol, England. In 1839 AD, death of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. Suppression of Thuggy by Colonel William Henry Sleeman. In 1839 to 1842 AD, First Anglo-Afghan War took place. 1845 to 1846, First Anglo-Sikh War took place. In 1852, Second Anglo-Burmese War took place. 1853, first railway line opened between Bombay and Thane, and a telegraph line was opened in Kolkata. In 1857, as we all know that, the Sepoy Mutiny or the First War of Independence. In 1861 AD, birth of Rabindranath Tagore. In 1869, birth of Mahatma Gandhi. 1885, foundation of Indian National Congress by A.O. Hume. In 1889 AD, birth of Jawaharlal Nehru. 1897 AD, birth of Subhash Chandra Bose. In 1903 AD, Tibet expedition, that is Young Husband delegation. 1905, partition of Bengal by Lord Curzon. In 1906 AD, foundation of Muslim League by Salimullah, Nawab of Dhaka. In 1911 AD, Delhi Darbar, King and Queen visited India. Delhi becomes the capital of India in 1911 AD. 1914 AD, First World War began. 1916 AD, Lucknow Pact was signed by Muslim League and Congress. 1918, World War ends. World War One ends. In 1919, Montague-Chelmsford reforms introduced. Jallianwala Bagh massacre at Amritsar took place in 1919 AD. 1920 AD, Khilafat movement launched. 1927 AD, boycott of Simon Commission. Broadcasting started in India. 1928 AD, death of Lala Lajpat Rai. In 1929, resolution of Poon Swaraj, that is complete independence, passed at a Lahore session of Indian National Congress in 1929. 1930, civil disobedience movement was launched. Dandi March by Mahatma Gandhi on April 6, 1930. In 1931, Gandhi-Irwin Pact was signed. 1935, Government of India Act. 1937, Provincial Autonomy and Congress formed ministries. 1939, World War II began at September 1st. 1941, escape of Subhash Chandra Bose from India and death of Rabindranath Tagore. 1942, arrival of Cripps mission in India. Also, the Quit India movement was launched on August 8, 1942. 1943 to 1944, Subhash Chandra Bose formed Provisional Government of Free India and reorganized Indian National Army in Singapore. Also, Bengal famine took place in 1943 to 1944. In 1945, trial of Indian National Army at Red Fort. And also, Shimla Conference took place. And also, 1945, World War II ends. 1946, British cabinet mission visited India. Interim government formed at the center. 1947, end of British rule and partition of the subcontinent into India and Pakistan. End of British rule and partition of subcontinent into India and Pakistan. And Jawaharlal Nehru sworn in as the first Prime Minister by Lord Mountbatten, who was the last British Governor General of India. Hundreds of thousands died in communal bloodshed in 1947. 1948, assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. C. Rajgopalachari became the first and the last Indian Governor General. War with Pakistan over the disputed the territory of Kashmir. India won London Olympics hockey gold in 1948. Indian Atomic Commission was created in 1948. In 1949, Constitution of India adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November. In 1950, Constitution of India came into force with universal adult franchise. Rajendra Prasad became the first president of India and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel dies. In 1951 to 52, Congress won first general elections under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru. 1953, Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary climbed Mount Everest. Also, UGC was established. In 1954, Sahitya Akademi established. Panchsheel Agreement was signed between India and China. 1955, Untouchability Act came into force. Hindu Marriage Act was passed in 1955. 1956, State Reorganization Act was passed. 1957 AD, All India Radio was renamed as Akashvani. In 1958 AD, metric system introduced. Nationwide Panchayati Raj established, or we can say launched, in first at Rajasthan. 1959, Swatantrata Party was formed by C. Rajgopalachari. For the first time in India, television program started. The Dalai Lama got political asylum in India. In 1960, Bombay bifurcated into Maharashtra and Gujarat state. 1961, India occupied the Portuguese enclaves of Goa, Daman and Diu. 1962, India lost brief border war with China. 1962, Sino-Indian War. 1963, Rajendra Prasad died. 1964, Jawaharlal Nehru died. Lal Bahadur Shastri became India's second Prime Minister. 1965, Second War with Pakistan over Kashmir. Tashkent Agreement was signed. Lal Bahadur Shastri died in Tashkent in USSR. 1966, Nehru's daughter Indira Gandhi became Prime Minister. Homi Jahangir Baba died in a plane crash. The state of Punjab and Haryana come into existence in 1966. In 1967, Naxalbari peasant revolt began from Naxalbari village, Darjeeling district, West Bengal state. 1968, Hargobind Khorana shared Nobel Prize for Medicine and Physiology. 1969, 14 leading banks nationalized, or we can say nationalization of banks. In 1970, former Indian rulers' private purse abolished. 1971, third war with Pakistan over creation of Bangladesh, formerly East Pakistan. 1972, Shimla Agreement on Kashmir, signed between India and Pakistan by Indira Gandhi and Zorawar Bhutto. 1973, same Manak Shah named India's first Field Marshal. Also, state of Mysore renamed as Karnataka state in 1973. In 1974, India exploded first nuclear device. First nuclear device. Code name was Smiling Buddha. It is in an underground test at Pokhran in Rajasthan. 1975, Indira Gandhi declared state of emergency, and also satellite Aryabhatta launched in 1975. From 75 to 77, nearly 1,000 political opponents imprisoned and program of compulsory birth control introduced. Also, emergency withdrawn. 1977, Indira Gandhi's Congress Party lost general elections. Now, Janata Party won general elections and Morarji Desai became the Prime Minister of India. In 1978, Hindi novelist and poet Sachidanand Hiranand Vatsyasan Ajner won the 1978 Jnanpith Award for Kitni Naavon Mein Kitni Baar. 1979, Mother Teresa wins Nobel Peace Prize. In 1980, Indira Gandhi returned to power, heading Congress Party splinter group. Mother Teresa awarded Bharat Ratna. In 1981, International Court of Justice re-elected Nagendra Singh as judge for another 9-year term. Dr. Pramod Karan Sethi awarded the Raymond Magsaysay Award for community leadership for developing the Jaipur Foot. Salman Rushdie's Midnight Children won the Booker Prize. In 1982, EVM, that is electronic voting machine, used for the first time for assembly elections in Kerala. Delhi Doordarshan began its telecast in color. Chandi Prasad Bhatt, environmentalist and Chipko movement leader, got Raman Magsaysay Award for community leadership. Ninth Asian Games held at New Delhi in 1982. In 1983, Indian-born S. Chandrasekhar shared the 1983 Nobel Prize for Physics for his work on dwarf stars and their limit of mass, known as Chandrasekhar limit. And Bhanu Athaiya became the first Indian to win an Oscar for costume design in the Richard Attenborough's film Gandhi, shared with the John Molo, led by Kapil Dev. India won the Prudential World Cup of Cricket. 1984, Rakesh Sharma became India's first spaceman. Troops stormed Golden Temple 6 most holy shrine to flush out militants pressing for self-rule, and that operation was called as Operation Blue Star. In 1984, Indira Gandhi assassinated by the Sikh bodyguards. Her son Rajiv Gandhi took over as a prime minister. The toxic gas, that is methyl isocyanate, leaked at Union Carbide Pesticides plant in Bhopal, which was also known as Bhopal gas tragedy. Thousands killed immediately, many more subsequently died or left disabled in December 1984. In 1985, Murlidhar Devidas Amte alias Baba Amte, lawyer and social worker, got the Raymond Magsaysay Award for public services. Indira Gandhi National Open University, that we call as IGNOU, established to promote the distance education system in India. 1986, Shah Bano, a Muslim divorce, won alimony and inheritance case in Supreme Court. 1987, India deployed troops for 3 years, peacekeeping operation in Sri Lanka's ethnic conflict. In 1988, Pakistan confers its highest civil award, Nishan-e-Pakistan, on Morarji Desai. The Satanic Verses by Salman Rushdie banned in India. In 1989, foundation stone laid for the Ram Janmabhoomi temple at Ayodhya. Vishwanath Pratap Singh, that is VP Singh, became the Prime Minister and Devi Lal became Deputy Prime Minister. 1990, Muslim separatist groups began campaign of violence in Kashmir. VP Singh led government announced reservation of 27% jobs for other backward classes (OBCs) in pursuit of the Mandal Commission. Recommendations of the Mandal Commission. Lal Krishna Advani started a Rath Yatra from Somnath to Ayodhya. Prime Minister VP Singh resigned. Chandrasekhar sworn in as Prime Minister. Now, these all dates are the modern history dates. Now we are moving towards the post-modern history of India from 1991 to 2018. In 1991, Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated at Sri Premudar near Chennai by a suicide bomber sympathetic to Sri Lanka's Tamil tiger. And PV Narasimha Rao became Prime Minister. Economic reform program begun by Prime Minister PV Narasimha Rao in 1991. In 1992, the Supreme Court upheld constitutional validity of 27% reservation in government jobs for OBCs. Hindu extremists demolished Babri Masjid at Ayodhya, triggering widespread Hindu-Muslim violence. And noted filmmaker Satyajit Ray received an Oscar for lifetime achievement. 1993 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, or we can say the Panchayati Raj Act, came into effect on 24th April 1993. Now 24th April commemorated as Panchayati Raj Divas. And today is 24th April. But we will upload this video on 25th April because the time is now 11:37 p.m. So tomorrow we will upload this video as soon as possible. Now in 1994, Sushmita Sen became the first Indian to win the Miss Universe title. Aishwarya Rai crowned Miss World 1994. 1995, mobile phone and internet services launched in India. In 1996, Congress suffered worst ever electoral defeat as BJP emerged as the largest single party. Atal Bihari Vajpayee became Prime Minister for 17 days and HD Dev Gode became Prime Minister after Atal Bihari Vajpayee. In 1997, I.K. Gujral became the Prime Minister and I.K. Gujral resigned as Prime Minister also in 1997. 1998, BJP formed a coalition government under Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. India carried out nuclear tests and that code name was Operation Shakti and also at the Pokhran, Rajasthan. Also, Amartya Sen won the Nobel Prize for Economics. In 1999, Atal Bihari Vajpayee made the historic bus trip to Pakistan to meet Premier Nawaz Sharif and signed a bilateral Lahore Peace Declaration in February 1999. Tension in Kashmir led to a brief war with Pakistan-backed forces in the icy heights around Kargil in Indian-held Kashmir, and that operation was known as Operation Vijay in the month of May 1999. Now in 2000 AD, India marked the birth of its billionth citizen and also creation of Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand states. Chhattisgarh on 1st November, Uttarakhand on 9th November and Jharkhand on 15th November 2000. These all are the important dates from ancient India to the postmodern India from 2500 BC to 2000 AD. I hope you will like this video, you will share this video. If you want, only then subscribe our channel. So there's no compulsion for the subscription and the share of this video. It's up to you how much you how much you how much you will give your feedback, how you will give your feedback to this video. Thank you and have a nice day. Good night. Jai Shri Ram.